Hello guys, welcome to channel for Mania. So the much awaited One UI 6 is finally here for the Samsung Galaxy S23, and this is the Indian retail unit of the Galaxy S23, and you can see the One UI 6 is finally here, and you can see the update size is of 3074.48 MB, and the security patch is 1 October 2023, and you can see a lot of information starting off from quick panel, new button layout, instantly access the panel, quickly access brightness control, improved album arts display, enhanced layout for notifications, more vivid icons, lock screen customization and improvements, home screen customization improvements, multitasking, Samsung keyboard improvements, current sharing, weather, and then if we have camera improvements, simple and intrusive design, and custom camera widgets, scan documents easily, more alignment options for watermarks, and quick access to resolution settings. That means 200 MB, 12 MB, that 50 MB mode, and easier video size options, and a lot of quality optimization, new auto FP setting for videos. Wow. And then we have some controls for gallery, and you can see enhanced story view, drag and drop with two hands. Okay, and then we have the photo editor, and you can see draw custom stickers, undo and rudo, adjust decorations, enhanced layout, and we have studio options and more powerful studio editing. And then we have video player, health, calendar, reminder, and we have some app updations like this. Okay, Bixby text call, modes and routines, Samsung suggestions, finder, my files, Samsung pass, settings, accessibility, digital well-being. That's it. So let's update the phone. So guys, let's update the phone in 3 2 1 and go. We have finally updated to the One UI 6. Done. Now let's compare the first difference. That's obviously notification panel. Here you can see the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are now extra large icons. If you compare with the One UI 5.1 versus One UI 6, you can see this One UI 5.1 versus One UI 6. You can see the difference. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are now bigger, and you can't reassign it to any other features like torch, flight mode and all. So that's remain would be like this. And next thing is, you can see the eye comfort shield and dark mode is now associated with the brightness level. So that is also a really nice move, because these are associated with the brightness itself, so you can just toggle it really quick. And that's it regarding the notification panel. And the next interesting thing is in the cameras. So if you open up the camera, starting we have the portrait mode, and previously you have a filter icon like this over here, but now it is reassigned to something like a filter or layered one like this. If you tap over here, and you can see the slider difference, so I will let's show you. So the brightness, it's like the brightness ladder as on the One UI 5. You can see it's look like a brightness ladder, versus this look like a more of a lens type, as we see on the cameras and all, which looks pretty cool. And next thing is obviously in the photo mode. Previously we have the 12 MB, 50 MB and 200 MB mode was in the aspect ratio. So we need to go to aspect ratio, then you need to select 50 MB mode or 200 MB mode. But now it's really simple. You can just tap the 12 MB over here. You can simply 50 MB, 200 MB. So that's really quick. So that's also cool. And here is a separate aspect ratio option also. So that's cool. And here are same, which is I can't felt any difference. And here is the video. And also video is a bit redesigned. You can see the size options are on the top and the FPS options are on the below. Over here we need to check which one is the size option and which one is the what we call FPS. And now it's clear and evident which is the FPS and which is the size. So that is also cool on the One UI 6, but actually there are minor differences only, not a big difference. And we have the portrait video, hyperlapse, more which was same on both of them. And now let's move to the gallery and see some interesting stuff. So let's open the gallery, and you can see the three dots over here, and just tap the hide albums. Now you can see almost all the list of albums, and select the one which you want to hide. So if I select the background, so it's done. Now the background would be completely disappear from this album sections. And if you want to unhide, just again go to the that means the three dots, and just go to the hide albums, and you need to unselect the background, and that's it. And next there is another interesting thing. Just go to the menu and just go to settings and just enable the gallery labs, and now you can find another interesting option, album entry logs. So you can see, if I just turn on, you can see usage, select one album, then go to menu and lock album. To unlock, enter the locked album, then menu, unlock the album. So just I would show you. So if I want to lock the downloads, I will just press and hold the downloads and just go to over here and just lock album. Now you can see, if I just let me close everything, and if I open, you can see the downloads is locked. So if someone randomly opens the downloads, you can see it asks for your fingerprint, so or pin. So if I just tap the fingerprint, then it will be open. And to unlock, you can see three dots over here. Just tap over here and select unlock album. Now you can see it's unlocked. So really cool. Most interesting feature that the Pixel 8 users claim, that is the magic eraser, and with the One UI 6, it's finally on the Samsung Galaxy S23. So let me take a photo. You can see three subjects. So if I want to clear, so in just tapping the photo, you can see an icon over here, just tapping, and you can see two options, remaster and object eraser. And now it's analyzing, and if I want to see, and I'm just tapping two subjects and just gotta erase. Now you're gonna see the magic. Ooh, just see, perfect. It's done almost perfect. And in this area you can see some minor, that almost 94% perfect. So this is it, and we are going to try out with few more subjects. So let's wait. Next you can see another subject, and you can see a bike on the background. So I'm again going to tab over here and again going to object master and just tapping, so it's analyzing, and just tapping the bike, and I'm gonna tap erase. Okay, almost 95% is perfect. You can see it's a shadow is there. You can see, I'll just show you. So you can see the shadow of the bike. So the shadow is not gone, but apart from that, almost 95% it's perfect. So finally the object eraser almost works seamlessly. So this is one of the best feature which I personally like, and it works like magic. Overall, how was the experience? I would say, yeah, overall the UI is a bit refined and improved, and the transitions, everything you see, this is the transitions, and it feels a bit more refined, very minor, a bit more refined, and so everything is a bit refined. And next thing is that whenever you just do this update, don't do this update in outdoor such as noon and all. Only do this, I would recommend, it's my personal opinion, only do this in the indoor with the table fan or your fan at full speed or your AC is turned, because whenever you do this update, actually the update size is of 3 GB and all, and actually especially this frame and this part will be get really warm. So there is no issue in getting warm for a device like the Galaxy S23. But the thing is, actually this have a gel layer inside. Actually, how to remove this panel is, we are just blowing heat with the blower and then just pluck this back panel. So in this same way, whenever this phone gets extremely hot, actually the gel can that means lose its property, and there is a chances of getting a light gap over there, and which might issue in future for the water resistance, and also the back panel may come out very soon. So avoid those chances where the phone gets extremely hot. And I would also recommend to keep this phone above 50% charge whenever you do this update. And one more thing is the worst case scenario. Actually, there are just a few very minor chances, almost negligible, but still there is a chance of boot loop for an update of above 3 GB. So make sure you just take a backup, or at least you need to give a backup for your contacts as well as a chat backup for your WhatsApp. So guys, that's it for today. Signing off, it's Phone Mania.